Hello students, welcome. In today's class we are going to learn one essay. This essay comes under education chapter. Uh, the title of the essay is Let's Tell the History of All American Culture. Uh, this essay was written by one Korean students, Ji-yeon Mary Yeophil. Ji-yeon Mary Yeophil, she was originally from Korea. Later on she migrated to America, and actually she is a Korean American student. So she has seen in American history books, not mentioning the great contribution made by other non-white people. So here she is advocating, she is addressing the matter of multicultural education through this essay. Uh, the main message of this essay is that in education, in curriculum, there should be a cultural, multicultural matter. Multicultural curriculum should be made. Our suggestion is that. Being based on it, we will discuss. The title is "Let's Tell the History of All American Culture." This essay was written by one Korean American student, Yoo Phil. In the essay, the writer discusses our personal experience with history class that did not recognize the contributions of various ethnic groups to the formation of the United States. What did she know that in American history books, not mentioning the contribution of non-whites people? So here she discusses our personal experience when she moved from Korea to America, and she has realized that there is missing of something in the history books of American. So here in this essay, EOFL stresses the importance of multicultural education that records the diverse histories and accomplishment of non-white Americans and provides students with a critical perspective on the discrepancies between the democratic ideas of the United States and its social realities. So here she is focusing on the importance of multicultural education. She is advocating here the concept and importance and significance of multicultural education. Here in this essay, the writer Yeophil, purpose of writing this essay is to convince, to persuade a reader of the need of multicultural curriculum. So she is uh, just saying that there is a need of multicultural curriculum. So every curriculum should include the idea of multiculturalism. So the curriculum should include the values, traditions, and accomplishment of diverse group of people who come to US from all around the world. She is saying that the curriculum has not been included the values, traditions of non-whites, and the people who have come around the world, their contributions, their values, traditions have not been included there. So she has noticed that. So that's why she is advocating, she is addressing the concept of multicultural curriculum in this essay. Here the curriculum includes only the heroism, while UFL has gone through history books of American. She has noticed that only the heroism of white people and hides behind the deeds of non-white, but the social realities are different. So curriculum must include the different tribes and their culture, their contributions should be mentioned in the curriculum. By saying this, she is addressing the concept of multicultural curriculum here. When UFL she moves from Korea to America as a student, she has noticed that in now America is the most powerful nation in the world in till date. Here she has not noticed in the books that many non-whites people they contributed a lot to make the country what it is today. Here she is focusing that the curriculum should include multicultural aspect. So addressing all types of culture, addressing all types of values, traditions should be included in the curriculum. So she is addressing this idea in this essay. Uh, then let's go into its summary. Let's Tell All the History of All American Culture is an interesting essay written by Ji-yeon Mary Yeophil. She is one female Korean American student. So in this essay, Yeophil, writers discusses our personal experience with the history class. That's it. She did not recognize the contributions of various ethnic groups to the formation of the United States. Yeophil stresses the importance of multicultural education that records the diverse histories and accomplishment of non-white Americans, and provides students with a critical perspective on the discrepancies between the democratic ideas and the United States of its social realities. She has mentioned this. So according to the essay, the writer is about a young talking how she only learned about the white people in American history. She has only noticed that the contribution of white people are mentioned there, but the contribution of non-whites and other people's contribution have not been mentioned there. So that's why she is raising this idea about the concept of multiculturalism. So in other words, she tells only in her story how minorities are left out of the history book, that we never hear about them. She talks about how it was not taught about the different cultures that shaped America to what it is today. Also, she talks about historical figures not mentioned in the textbooks that inspire and help mold our country, or mold means make our country. When she was insulted by her other students telling her that she should go back to where she came from. So when she told this idea, why history books has not been mentioned the contributions of non-whites, then she told some of our friends. Then their friends replied that she should go to her back to her country. So that kind of reply is there. Means most of the American people, they only they only think only white people, they have power, they have contributed a lot to make the country what America is today. So it was believed by her that she was not an American even though she was American. So she noticed that from idea. So it talks about how educators notice that history of America needs to include all American history and embrace the multicultural education. So here the writer is focusing on the multicultural education, telling all the history with the good and bad of the how America was shaped by different cultures that fought for freedom. The author says there, "E pluribus unum, unum, which means out of many one." She has mentioned in the essay. She is proud that she is Korean descent, even to her tormentors that they all are American despite the different cultural backgrounds. She believes that America is unique beauty, that we should be proud that we live in America. She is focusing on that. So here, overall, the writer Eophil wants to convey uh, multicultural education. The concept of multicultural education, the curriculum should include multicultural aspect. Uh, Discarding other and supporting one is not the good idea, but uh, just just making all the culture, all the traditions into one, that is a multicultural aspect should be valued in American history books, should be valued in the curriculum in the education sector. So the writer message is that. Well, dear student, we have one more question here. Let's say let's summarize the main idea, main theme of this essay. To sum up, this essay stresses that the curriculum should include the values, traditions, and accomplishment of diverse group of people who come to US from all around the world. The curriculum includes only the heroism of white people and hides the behind the deed of non-white, but the social realities are different. So the curriculum must include the different tribes and their culture. So that is the main idea, main message of this essay. We have one more question here. So the question is, examine UFL's purpose in writing the essay. Why UFL's writer has written this essay? Let's go the answer. UFL purpose of writing the essay is to convince a reader of the need of multicultural curriculum. The curriculum should include the values, traditions, and accomplishment of diverse group of people who come to US from all around the world. The curriculum includes only the heroism of white people and hides behind the deeds of non-whites, but the social realities are different. So the curriculum must include different tribes and their culture. So that is the answer of this question. Well, student, we are at the end of this lesson. I hope you got the concept. If you have any confusion, comment on me there. So finally, hope to meet you in our next class. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Uh, See you. Goodbye. Take care.